Welcome to another episode of AI 10X, brought to you by 10 Linksys. Okay, let's unpack this. Today we're diving into, well, the incredibly intricate and really vital world of pharmaceutical research and development. This isn't just complex, it's been defined by just astonishing costs, super long timelines, and let's be honest, a pretty frustrating cycle of trial and error. Success is often the exception. But here's where things are shifting. With artificial intelligence, drug discovery is actually becoming faster, cheaper, and frankly, a lot smarter. Our mission today is to kind of cut through the hype and really understand how AI is revolutionizing this whole process. We're talking about moving away from, a largely empirical, sometimes lucky approach, the one that's driven by predictive power, by huge data analysis. It's not just tweaking things, it's fundamentally rethinking how we predict molecule interactions, how we find new uses for old drugs, and ultimately, how we get life-saving medicines to us, the patients, years, maybe even decades sooner. It's a massive change.
So, to kick us off, what exactly are the core frustrations, the big problems, with the traditional drug discovery process? And how is AI stepping in?
Yeah, what's truly fascinating if you step back a bit is just the sheer scale of that traditional challenge. Drug discovery, it's always been more like an ultramarathon, right? Not a sprint. We're talking often anywhere from 10 to 15 years, from that first idea to an actual approved medicine. And the cost, it's billions of dollars for one successful drug. Think about the human effort involved. Researchers screening literally millions of molecules initially, testing each one meticulously in labs. Then you've got the long, difficult journey through preclinical tests and then clinical trials with people. And the stark reality, over 90% of these efforts just fail, often really late in the game after huge investment. It's tough. So it definitely raises the question, how can we do better? And this is precisely where AI really changes the game. Instead of just relying on physical experiments, AI simulates a lot of that painstaking, often repetitive work, but digitally. Using advanced algorithms, we can dramatically boost efficiency and success rates right from the start. It's a shift to being predictive.
That makes total sense. The volume of work, that incredibly high failure rate, it sounds almost unsustainable.
Yeah.
So if AI is the solution, how exactly does it manage this transformation? What's it actually doing to cut down those years and billions?
Well, if we look at the big picture, AI helps in a few really crucial ways. It fundamentally changes the workflow. Maybe the most impactful thing is its ability to predict molecule interactions with a really impressive accuracy now. Traditionally, finding a compound that binds well to a target protein, that was like searching for a needle in a massive haystack, a lot of brute force. But now, machine learning models, especially deep learning, can analyze these huge data sets, molecular structures, biological activities, even quantum properties. These AI models learn these incredibly intricate patterns, right? And that lets them forecast pretty accurately how a specific compound will bind to a specific target protein in the body. And that target protein, just for clarity, is basically a key molecule in a disease pathway that a drug needs to interact with.
Okay, so it's like aiming better from the start.
Exactly. AI's virtual scoring of potentially billions of molecules based on that predicted interaction, well, that dramatically narrows the search. It just eliminates countless dead ends that researchers might have chased for months or years otherwise. Then, beyond finding brand new compounds, another really powerful thing AI does is repurposing old drugs.
Yeah.
Think about it. We have thousands of approved medicines already out there. We know a lot about their safety, dosages, side effects in humans.
Right, we have tons of data on those.
Exactly. So AI can scan these huge databases, drug structures, patient records, disease info, molecular data, and find completely new uses for them. Like an AI might spot that a drug originally for, say, a heart condition has the exact molecular action needed to treat some rare neurological disease. And the beauty is you can often skip years of early safety testing because it's already approved. That speeds things up enormously for patients with few options. It's like unlocking hidden value.
That's clever. Finding new tricks for old dogs, basically.
Precisely. And finally, AI significantly reduces trial and error right at the beginning. These predictive models can flag likely side effects or potential toxicity for new compounds before they even get synthesized in a lab.
Before they get anywhere near a person.
Critically, yes. By spotting known toxic structures, simulating how molecules behave, analyzing genetic data, it acts like an intelligent warning system. It saves huge amounts of time, resources, and, importantly, helps avoid potential harm by filtering out problematic candidates really early on.
That's a massive strategic shift then. So, beyond just efficiency, what's the biggest strategic win here? For companies, for researchers, and ultimately for us. It's clearly not just saving time. It's saving potentially billions in R&D, it's increasing the odds of success, and most importantly, getting those needed medicines to people much, much faster. The public health implications seem huge. This all sounds truly transformative, moving from that slow, reactive process to something proactive, intelligently guided. But this isn't just theory anymore, is it? Can you give us some solid, real-world examples? Where has AI already made a difference we can actually see?
Oh, absolutely. AI platforms are well beyond just theory now. They're in real-world use, making significant breakthroughs. For instance, AI has identified really promising drug candidates for some incredibly tough diseases like ALS and fibrosis. And these aren't just ideas on a computer screen. These candidates are actually moving into clinical trials now. That brings real hope to patients. The AI essentially helped navigate that complex biology to pinpoint compounds with high potential much faster than traditional methods could have.
Wow, for diseases like ALS, that's really significant.
It really is. And another powerful, very recent example, the COVID-19 pandemic. When the world was scrambling, AI played a critical role almost instantly. Instead of months of lab testing, AI systems rapidly scanned existing drugs, scientific papers, performing virtual screenings for antiviral effects. They analyzed virus structures, predicted interactions, identifying promising drugs for repurposing incredibly quickly.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that. It seemed like things moved so fast.
They did, relatively speaking. AI collapsed what could have been years of initial research into weeks, even days. That accelerated finding treatment options when time was absolutely critical. And it's not just for crises. Pharma companies are now routinely using AI to drastically shorten that initial drug design phase. What used to take years of lab work synthesizing, testing can now often be done in just a few months using sophisticated computer modeling. That's a fundamental shift right at the start of the pipeline, streamlining everything that follows.
Okay, the potential is obviously immense, and those examples are really compelling. But it can't all be plain sailing, can it?
Yeah.
What are the big challenges still standing in the way? What hurdles do we need to overcome for AI to become, standard practice?
You're absolutely right to ask that. It's not magic. Despite all the progress, several significant hurdles remain. One of the biggest is definitely data quality. AI models are fundamentally data-driven. And in pharma research, historical data can be messy, fragmented, inconsistent, sometimes biased from old protocols, or just sparse for rare diseases. If your input data is flawed, garbage in, garbage out, the AI's predictions can be unreliable or misleading. Cleaning and standardizing data is a huge ongoing task.
Right. The foundation needs to be solid.
Exactly. Then there's the absolutely crucial step of clinical validation. Even if an AI proposes a fantastic-looking compound, it still needs rigorous testing in human clinical trials to prove it's safe and effective. Human biology is incredibly complex. There's just no shortcut around that gold standard. AI speeds up getting to trials, but it doesn't replace them.
Makes sense. What else?
Well, there's regulatory approval. Agencies like the FDA, they're still figuring out exactly how to evaluate drugs discovered using AI. How do you assess an AI-designed molecule? What new guidelines are needed to ensure safety, efficacy, and transparency? It's a new regulatory landscape they need to navigate.
Yeah, the rulebook needs updating.
It does. And finally, there's the human factor, adoption. Many traditional labs have ways of working established over decades. Fully embracing AI requires significant cultural shifts, not just technical ones. It means training scientists in new skills, investing in infrastructure, and fostering a willingness to change how research is done. It's an integration journey, for sure.
So facing those challenges, but also considering the immense potential. What does the future look like? If AI becomes truly central to drug discovery, paint us a picture.
Well, connecting it all, we're moving very fast towards a future where drug discovery is continuous, it's digital first, and much, much more personalized. It's a real paradigm shift where the lines between R&D and patient care start to blur a bit. Imagine, advanced AI platforms scanning your individual genome, analyzing your specific health data from wearables, records, lifestyle, predicting how you'll respond to drugs based on your unique biology, and even designing completely new molecules tailored precisely for you.
Wow, truly personalized medicine.
Exactly. Not just one drug for everyone with a condition, but bespoke treatments. This could unlock treatments for ultra-rare diseases where there's currently little market incentive. It could dramatically speed up finding better cures for widespread conditions, cancer, Alzheimer's, autoimmune diseases by finding more effective, less toxic options faster. Ultimately, by making medicine more targeted, more efficient, it could make healthcare more accessible and, well, just improve quality of life for everyone. It's a really hopeful vision for human health.
That is an incredibly exciting and hopeful vision. It really drives home that AI in drug discovery isn't just about efficiency gains. It feels fundamentally about bringing hope faster, smarter, and maybe even cheaper to patients, transforming how we even think about treatment. That idea of truly personalized medicine, driven by AI, it's quite breathtaking. Makes you wonder what's just waiting to be found. Well, thank you for joining us for this deep dive. This has been another episode of AI 10X, brought to you by 10 Leaves. Stay tuned for more conversations on how AI is reshaping, well, pretty much everything. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed.
Yeah.